Yo, what up? Back at it. There she is. Now she's in my yard. She's not at the homie's house anymore. She will be going back there eventually. Still got to finish getting the work done that we agreed upon. With that being said, I know in the last video that I shot, it was just a random video out of nowhere. 2 years later, this guy's got some send cut send A to B mounts. So what we're going to do in this video is I have mentioned that I shot footage on this thing, and I'd like to finally get over myself and post the footage of what I shot. This video is going to be in between two videos. The first video that was shot was off to get some work done. And then this series is where Dana shot the motor mount series, where I think I post a link somewhere here to that video so you guys can see it. So he shot footage, and like I said, that's his job. He's great at it. He's an amazing dude. I respect everything that he's doing. So I just let him go ahead and run the footage. He does a much better job at this than I do. So shout out to you, Dana. And then the second video that this sits in between is the A to B test drive. And the A to B test drive video, it literally just shows me driving the car. So it went from not working to go and get some work done to just being drivable, and there was no in between. So in this video, I'll put the two videos that is in between here and here. Clean. But this video right here is going to be specifically on that footage that I never posted. Hopefully it will clarify some things on how the A to B mounts were made if you haven't already seen that and checked out Dana's stuff. But this will also go through the 24-hour process that it took just to get it done. Yes, one day, the whole entire day was spent working on my car before Race Wars. So that goes to show you how good of a person Dana is, and much respect to him. He still even had to get his car to Race Wars that day. So we're going to do a little clip to go back in the future on this guy right here. And then once we go back to the future, it'll start to make sense. I'm going to split that video into two videos just to save time, maybe two 20 or 30-minute videos, because it's a lot of footage. Like I said, we were there all day. It's a lot. So I want to make sure that I cover all these things, and then we can kind of get into more about why it's just sitting here, the send cut send mounts, and other future Accord related endeavors. Not particularly this build, but maybe some other builds, friends of mine, or future things that I might want to do, like a B series swap maybe. Have shot some footage on that in the last year. So yeah, without further ado, let's get back to it. So peace. And we're back. So, about to pull up to Dana's house and hop out, see my car for the first time since I dropped it off, and see what the future holds. You know, we'll pull up real quick. Try not to murder any cats or anything. Alright. Park this bitch. Hop out real quick. Pull up on me. You guys can look at my ugly face. Ooh, there she is. And a few projects. He takes better care of my car than I do. I don't even have a nice cover like this. I just use a tarp. What up, sir? Ooh. Putting some welding in.
What's up, dude?
What's good? Oh, you know, I can't complain. Look at you putting in work. Fucking fresh motor mounts and shit. The man, the myth, the legend. All right, so obviously where I left off, dropped the car off for Dana to start doing some stuff. Originally I only had simple things for him to do, or so I thought. But I'm sure in one of the videos you can see how the motor is kind of, this is straight, it's kind of tilted a little bit. After discussion with Dana, he's taken it upon himself to make a fourth mount for the transmission to bring everything up a little bit and fix that angle. I just wanted the rear mount done that's back there, but he had better plans, so I'm gonna let the professional do what the professional does. So that's what he's wrapping up now. Looks like here's the charge piping that's done. Had this 2.5 over here, swapped it over to 3, put that HKS blow-off valve on there. Ooh, real Fast and the Furious like. Can't wait for that. So that's done. Still got to wrap up the bottom part. Might just put some clamps on it and call it a day for that. Come back to it after tuning. Figure out how to get this turned a little bit. Put some fluids in it and pray for the best. So I'm just gonna cut out from here and get to work. See what happens. So I'm back. Wrapped up a bunch of stuff on this, so I'll show you a quick update on what's going on with the car, where we're at. We're almost done for the day. Hopefully we can get this battery done. Get the battery done and mount it in here some way, and we'll be off to red zone race hopefully before it gets too dark. Basically charge piping's done, everything's buttoned up there, all the lines are done, vacuum's blocked off, fill's done, catch can it's kind of hanging there, but it's there. All the wiring's done, COPs are done, all the coolant lines for the turbo done, return lines finished. Charge piping, we're just gonna run the rubber lines or rubber piping for now. Come back and do this on another date, but we're just trying to get this in to get it tuned today. That's all done. All the in lines are tight. I just need to fill it with fluids at this point, and mount that battery. Hopefully that's it, and we should be able to get this on the road. I'm waiting for somebody to send me a map so that I could try to start the car before I get there. We got this rear mount done. You can kind of see it, rear mount in there. So that's nice and stout. It gave us so much stiffness that we got to delete this front mount, so there's no more front mount. It's not even needed. Literally took the whole front mount out. So for those wondering what 3G replacement foot mounts or front mount and rear mount look like, it's this energy part here. You can see it. There are GM style mounts for motors that sit this way and rock back and forth like this. Instead we use them this way, so they don't move. Well, now that I've gotten rid of that, let's see if we can get a good view. Let's see, I'll do this real quick. So we're gonna give it the shake test, and I'm pulling up on the exhaust manifold, and you can see I'm moving the whole car. This motor don't move anywhere. It's stuck. It's stuck. So we're good there. With the new side mount that's in, you can kind of see in there. We just modified Dana just modified it a B series mount, transmission mount, and made a custom bracket. Don't mind my shitty wiring. Made a custom bracket to hold everything in place, so that's good. But other than that, yeah, everything's pretty much buttoned up. No couplers. You can see it's welded. This is welded straight. And this is the only coupler there, here, and then all the charge piping to the turbo. We might extend this down pipe to come and exit right here, bring it back and have it come right through this little section right here, because there's not much room anywhere else for it to run. I mean, could be brought around this part of the A&N line and back through, but I think we'll be able to get away, and so does Dana. We'll be able to get away with this pipe coming through here, just to get the tune out of the way. So that's what we're gonna go ahead and do. But that's just a quick update, just buttoning up some last minute things, and I'll be out of here and on the road. Hopefully be able to drive the car in the trailer this time. That would be nice. So all right, get back to it. You'll see me shortly. All right, so back to show you a quick little update on what's going on. Dana's gone ahead and completed the mount, stitch welded it in place so that if I ever need to cut it out, it's gonna be a bitch to get out, but I can get it out. So there's that. So there's a mount.
What I did was I stitch welded in the area that you can fit a grinder into, a cutoff wheel.
There you go.
Because if I welded all the way through the seam, then it'd be hard to get the corners, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Yes,
so
sir.
Now we're currently working on the rear mount, as you can see it back there. We had to widen that top hole a bit, then we're going to weld some more material onto that top edge to make it fit so the motor doesn't rock back and forth. And then we could probably delete the front mount because it won't be needed. It'd be pretty secure. I'm currently buttoning up things like hose clamps.
I mean, it's
lines.
unfortunate I couldn't get to it today, you know, but right now we just need it to work. And then when it's all said and done, we bring it back and then we'll make it look pretty.
You know it. One baby steps.
Baby steps.
Get the tune first and then work on the rest. So currently I'm just trying to button up this super long and ridiculously awkward oil feed line that needs to be cut in half.
I had this car all night. I didn't even notice it until you mentioned it right now.
Needs to be cut in half.
What in the world?
Bro,
you might as well. It's a whole theme going.
Yeah. The fucking clutch cable, stupid long. This is a factory clutch cable. I need to run an EF1 so it's super small.
You had no idea. I was sitting there staring at these for the longest time and I was like, what the fuck is
power
this?
Steering.
And then I was like, yo, that's the power steering hose, my boy.
Yep.
I'd go to the machine shop and just make a whole new one going the other way.
It goes the other way, yeah.
It'll clean up this whole section.
Trust me.
I ain't trying to chop you out, bro, but like I saw this yesterday. I was like, what the fuck is this, dude? Yeah, and then I realized it was the water line.
The water line for the turbo.
Okay, so are we gonna have to deal with this later?
Cut this down to fucking size.
Not even, bro. I just weld another bung somewhere here, so it just goes straight up instead of having all these extra hose back here. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So like on this pipe, I would just take a barb and weld one on this end right here down low.
Yep.
And then because this one's feeding off the thermostat, I just weld a barb on this backside under the distributor.
Right, on the water pipe.
So it'll just be like this.
Yep.
Boom.
Straight out. Yeah.
Yeah. Instead of get rid of this mess back here.
Trust me. That's why I deleted this one here, and it's got a barb in that goes into the head
because this had a pipe that would rot out and leak. So I just changed it to a barb fitting to make it a push-on hose. So I made an adapter for that. Thanks to Amazon and Honda pressure washer.
I mean, if you want to be extra fancy, we can always weld some bungs off the radiator. I don't want to touch speed factor radiator.
Yeah.
Scratch that.
Trust me, I was like, that was already too fancy. I already drilled holes into the tab and felt bad about it. So.
Drilled holes.
But that's the latest. I'm about to get back at it. Got some more modification and shit going on. So that's that.
Do you miss racing? Because she didn't know he did all that stuff until she questioned about the car that was in his backyard.
All right, so I don't know where I got cut off before I was really interrupted by a dead battery.
A dead battery.
Dead battery.
I already went through it once today already. Cut me off while I was talking, man.
Fluid's going in. Transmission fluid. About to do the oil next. Other than that, it's just hooking up the battery. That's not there yet, but it's going to be there. Trust me, it's going to be there. And we'll try to see if it wants to fire. I think that'll be left and figure it out. Rather fire it here than waste my time driving it all the way up to Antioch and figure out it doesn't work. So we'll go from there. All right.
Ain't nothing to it but to get to it.
So, ooh, look at that premium fluid. What? All right. That shit good? It's the MSG they put in the Chick-fil-A that makes you want to eat more Chick-fil-A. For real.
I just go there and talk to the guys at the window. To be honest with you.
All right, you can see the sun. It's starting to set on us, so that means we're pretty close to getting done. So we're filling in that transmission with fluid. You see you're doing it the right way when you use that Honda fluid. So
I use Secret Mesh, I'm just saying.
Hey, look.
Hey, guess what though? I got a windshield.
So it was brought to my attention that, you know, I'm over here bragging about that, you know, expensive Royal Gold transmission fluid, that I'm gonna talk about putting fluids in my car and not show you what motor oil that I'm putting in my car. You know, I could be like some people and just put some Rotella in there and call it a day.
Gee, I wonder who.
So I'm filling it with Mobil 1 because that's what the built block was used when it was broken in. So I'm filling it with the exact same thing to help keep things similar and make sure I don't mess anything up. So just wanted to show that I'm putting Mobil 1 oil in there, and you know, it's a little low, but just I literally just filled that up. So there we go.
Yeah, I am starting to see tonight.
All right.
At least of the worries right now.
So
the car has been buttoned up, and Richard has done literally everything in between, aside from everything that it came here for, which was the motor mounts, back mount, charge piping and stuff. So this thing is literally all put together. First time completed in what, 10 years?
10 years.
10 years.
10 years.
And while Richard was doing this, I was going ham on this car. I mean, if you look, we got the moldings on, got the wheels on, height adjusted. We got the Koenigs on here. We got a freaking windshield. Shout out Tony, he came through last night. He had a brand new one just sitting in his freaking garage. And then over here, we got the front bumper.
All right, so let's see. This is where I take off and he does his own thing and I do mine. First time in 10 years. Oh, no light. Wonder if something else is bad in this thing. Let's see. Did I have my keys? What did I do with them? Did I leave them in the car? Did I leave them in my other car? I left them in my... Nope. They're up here on the hood. Losing my mind. All right.
Are we going for it?
Well, we don't have any light, so I wonder if something else is wrong with it. No power. Yep, gotta check fuses. All right. 10 years. No power. Where is the other Where's your other light at? Oh yeah.
Oh, right there.
I'll check underneath the.
Roof.
Oh, check underneath.
Well, you don't have that big battery. Oh, no, we're looking good here.
All right, let's check underneath. See what fucking fuses might be bad. $20 amp, 10 amp, 25.
I'm
Oh.
not entirely sure. Never mind.
What?
No. Battery fuse is all good here.
That's all good down here. That looks good. On the wiring side here. Oop. Let's mess with this main relay. So you know those are notorious for going bad. Don't think it's that. "10 years, no battery, no power." Jeez. Alright. Steering wheel controls. Well, looks like we're gonna check for fuses because there's a lack of power. So,
Power here.
checking on the voltmeter, we got power.
We got 13 volts.
So, battery's good. There's power going into the car. Yeah. Start checking all the other fuses. See what we got here. Injectors, ignition, hazard, clog. Main fuse looks good. Huh.
It's something to do with the ignition if it's not kicking power over into the rest of the car.
Right.
Where's that light at?
Right there.
What's this big old hunk of junk right here?
That's for the steering wheel controls.
Steering wheel control.
For like the horn cruise control stuff that I've deleted. That box is the main relay sitting right there.
Just looking at the fuses.
Didn't see anything good there. All right, so I'm gonna try this.
Not getting power at all.
Yeah, because that's what I was looking at. Is like, all right, if it's getting power all the way back here, I'd at least have dome light.
Do you?
Yeah, I know the dome light works. Or like at least the door kicker panel lights. Nothing. Wah. Window fan timer. None of those look bad. All that shit's good. Checking loose connections.
I wonder if your ground is making ground.
Ground is cool there.
Ground. So it's, you have ground from battery to chassis, right?
Yeah, and
We just
transmission
We just had
to.
continuity. We can check it again right here. So
Yeah.
we go from here to. Oh wow. Nothing.
All right, nothing.
Yeah, because typically it's supposed to go from ground. That's what Jeremy was telling me. If you relocate the battery, you got to make sure you have a power cable goes to the motor.
Right.
Because if you look at factory is ground, chassis, then transmission usually. So what I would do is I would probably take this off. Yeah, see the grounding issue.
Hold on, wait. Hey, that was more than it did in 10 years.
Good.
The headlights came on. Look, the lights are on in the car.
We got power.
We got power. so
I could have sworn I just heard the fuel pump too.
the issue is a bad ground. So we're gonna put the key in the off position. We're gonna relocate the ground and fix the problem. I'll cut back. I have to change the memory card. Only got 3 minutes left on it, so I'm gonna swap the memory card and jump back.
We can do a lot in 3 minutes. I'm just saying.
That's what she said. But like I said, we're gonna cut back after we do the ground. Now swap this memory card. All right, we're back. Little 80 grit sandpaper. I'll fix this shitty ground that
in this for a minute. See how I graduated from rookie to beginner, but now I'm winning on the road. Backing up and selling our shows, but let's rewind the tape a bit and let them all know who came to rock the flow. Jay, who knocks the most. Willis, I creep up on the come up, whether they hate it or feel this. Next in line to come and battle me quick. Man, you don't wanna see me in this circle. I'm killing you, kid. Young Jay, I'm bad.